Hello everybody, welcome to the Generic Cappy YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. I am Generic Cappy, and today I'm recording this short little video on what we may see on the upcoming Pokemon Presents, which will be happening either on August 3rd, 2022, I think worldwide, or August 4th, 2022, depending on where you are in the world. I think most areas. It is August 8th, August 3rd, but this video is just to talk about some of my predictions. Um, Once I upload my reaction to it, when it happens, there will also be probably some predictions attached to that before it starts, but um, depending on, what happens between when I'm recording this and when the presents happens, most of my predictions will probably stay the same. The presents will be around 20 minutes. I've been seeing some people say it's around 19 minutes and 11 seconds. I think they probably got that from the metadata on the upload, or since it is probably going to be a premiere. It's a scheduled premiere, so besides that, let's get right into the predictions. So, the tweet that the Pokemon Company put out regarding the Pokemon Presents was tune in to our YouTube channel on Wednesday, August 3rd at 6 a.m. Pacific time for a Pokemon Presents video presentation with updates on Pokemon apps and video games, including Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So, one thing that we know is going to be there is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I think this is where the game gets its full on breakdown, or the big trailer for it. Not saying the other two trailers weren't, big, but I think in this trailer we will be getting the gimmick. I think we'll be getting a lot more of the characters, so probably some of the gym leaders. We already know the professors, but some of the gym leaders, maybe a Elite Four member, maybe our rival, if Pneumonia, I think that's their name. Let me make sure that's their name. Okay, so yeah, Pneumonia. We also know a handful of the other characters, like the professors, like I mentioned earlier. So, I think we meet the rival if Pneumonia isn't the rival. And then as well as probably some of the gym leaders, maybe the rival team. But looking back at when Sword and Shield is coming out, I believe they revealed the evil team, or I think it was team. Let me make sure of that too. I think it wasn't really a team necessarily. It was obviously Marnie's group of fans. So Team Yell. It was Team Yell. But besides that, we got that revealed in the September Direct in 2019, so maybe they don't reveal that here. But we also didn't get a Presents in 2018 or 2019. We got a Direct in June for Sword and Shield, where they revealed the gimmick. But we already got the trailer for June, so that's a little bit of the mess. Kind of messing up the timeline. But I think we will see at least the gimmick and some characters, and obviously some new Pokemon. Will they reveal the new region title? Will they reveal the name of the region? Will they reveal, some of the town locations? Some of the areas of the open world. That stuff is yet. I think that stuff's a little bit less likely. Some of it is probably still likely, but I think we will at least see the gimmick Pokemon, and maybe one or two new characters. Just to add a little bit more onto that, we could see some of the ways that online connectivity will work. Obviously, in the second trailer, they revealed that you can pretty much play with your friends, or like anybody, I think 3 other people. You can pretty much explore the open world together. Maybe they will show off some ways of how that will work. Maybe some footage about that, but we also may see a handful of different mechanics from the games, like in Sword and Shield we had like Curry decks. We had Curry in Pokemon Camp. We may see what some of those things, the equivalents of those in Sword and Shield are. We may see some of the ways that like EV training and stuff. Sorry, I'm just looking at the list that Cerebi has. I don't think we'll hear about any DLC for the games. I think it's a little too early. I think we'll hear about DLC probably in February. I know they revealed that for January of when Sword Shield's coming out. I think they could probably wait until February this time. I think that was just because, you obviously want to get ahead of everything. You want to start off the year well, but I think Scarlet and Violet will have a much better launch in general compared to Sword and Shield. But besides that, I think that's probably the most we will see from, this trailer. It probably will be a trailer. It'll probably be a little bit longer than some of the some prior Pokemon trailers because they probably do have a lot to show off. And then we'll obviously probably get a little bit more. They'll probably go into like a specific section on the game. But besides that, I think that's what we will see. For well, one more thing, we actually may see new forms as well. I don't remember when they revealed Galarian forms and Alolan forms for Sun and Moon, or Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon, respectively. But we may see that. We may see a couple new evolutions for Pokemon currently if that's happening in this game. But besides that, I think that's it. So, new Pokemon, maybe some new form, maybe some new evolutions, some new characters. If that'd be like gym leaders. Some of the other things that we could see tomorrow or today, or depending on when you're watching this, we could have already seen all this stuff. Well, we are also on the topic of mainline games, though. I do not think, obviously, I don't think anybody's predicting this, but I do not think we'll see any other mainline type games mentioned here. Well, they may be mentioned in like relation to Pokemon Home and that stuff, but I don't think we'll see announcement of like a new Legends game or a Let's Go game, something like that. I think depending on what kind of DLC we're looking at next year, maybe we'll get an announcement of like Let's Go game for November, or maybe a Legends game for like January of 2024. But besides that, I do not think that we will see any other games mainline wise. At the same time, however, the tweet did mention that we will see other games and other apps. So now we can discuss about those. I think another thing that we'll see tomorrow, or I keep saying tomorrow, but whenever you're watching this video, you may already know what they showed off. But I think another thing that we'll see is Pokemon Masters. I know there's been a lot of talk about, or not, it wasn't really any talk, but Pokemon Masters usually shows up in these kind of presentations. These Pokemon Presents, Pokemon Masters just had an anniversary, I think, of sorts. I think it had like a 2.5 year anniversary or something large where they added a bunch of new characters. At least maybe that was in like the Presents in February, so maybe not recently, but something cool like that. Unite just had its year anniversary, so I think they're doing some new characters for that game, and they're doing probably some new like modes and stuff like that. So maybe they'll talk about that there. I think Buzzwole is coming out tomorrow, or right after the presentation, or like, and it was like announced that Buzzwole will be coming out the day of the presentation. So I think that's something they mentioned tomorrow. Maybe they drop that with the presentation, but besides that, I'll just add a little more input into those two games, because while I have played both of them, and I still play Masters pretty frequently. There's not really much you can really say from like an outsider, because if you don't really, they can add any character to really Masters, and we pretty much know a timeline when it comes to Unite. Pretty much when looking at the playlist of on the Pokemon YouTube page that says mobile games and apps, we do see that the Presents is in there, so we'll obviously probably see stuff from mobile games and apps, but we see Pokemon Go stuff. We see Pokemon Cafe stuff, Remix Cafe, um, Pokemon Masters. Um, no Pokemon Unite, which obviously that probably makes sense because Unite's also on the Switch. But we see Masters, Go, Cafe, stuff like that. So we may see. We're obviously probably gonna see stuff from Masters. We may see stuff from Go. I'm not sure where Go is currently. Um, if I remember right, the last thing in this playlist from Go is um, if I the 5th anniversary of the games, which I guess that makes sense. No, this would be the 6th year anniversary. So um, I think they just started recently adding Gen 7 Pokemon, so maybe they'll keep adding those. Um, I think Mega Evolution was added last year or in 2020, so maybe they're still adding Mega Evolution. Maybe they'll announce Gen 8 Pokemon for Pokemon Go. That's a possibility, but maybe they'll even go a little beyond that and talk about some connectivity with the TCG with the newest set that just came out. But besides that, I'm not really sure. I'm not into looking. I don't look necessarily at like the leaks that come out for a lot of these mobile games because I do want to be kind of surprised, but because I know obviously there's probably data in the apps that talk about what possibly can be coming, but for Pokemon Go, probably some maybe an announcement of a new feature, something like that. For Pokemon Masters, maybe some new characters, maybe a new story, um, or I think the rival story is still going on. I know the evil teams stuff is still going on in the game. So maybe some some new stuff added to that, and then I don't think we get anything Pokemon Cafe mix. However, and this is like my first spontaneous prediction of sorts, since we are looking at mobile games and apps, I do think we see Pokemon Sleep tomorrow. That was announced all the way in 2018, 2019. I think 2018 with the Detective Pikachu game, Detective Pikachu 2 for Switch or Detective Pikachu game for Switch, and Let's Go. I think that was announced with those, or I could be wrong, and that was 2019. But it's at least 3 years late, or at least it was announced at least 3 years ago. So with that, we could. I think we'll see it tomorrow. They haven't ever officially announced canceled it, and it did have hardware that went with it. So, if I had to put any, predictions out there for that, I think we will see it. I do think that's pretty much it. When it comes to mobile games and apps, Unite, we already have as I mentioned earlier, we already have a timeline for that game. So, unless they're gonna add a little bit more to it, let me pull that up so I can see what they said in the timeline wise. But besides that, I don't think we get anything much more for Unite. Okay, so yeah, I am looking at the first year anniversary timeline. It says first anniversary event schedule volume 1, so there could be obviously, and it ends with and more. But I think Glaceon in the game, Buzzwole, as I mentioned, is coming soon, and then Time Ranger is the next character, and they have not announced their character for September 1st, so maybe we get that announced tomorrow. At least looking at the picture. So yeah, and maybe we get a new character announcement tomorrow, but I don't know how much more we'll get beyond that for Pokemon Unite. And just to wrap up this section, obviously we could get a new mobile game / app tomorrow, outside of Pokemon Sleep. So, well, Pokemon Sleep's already been announced, but something new, something original, like Pokemon, the teeth brushing game that came out. I don't remember what it's called. Pokemon Smile. Like that. We might get another one of those, or when we get another Magikarp Jump or something like that. Something smallish. That still it's pretty cool. But besides that, obviously, there's not really a lot to predict in that range because the Pokemon Company can really, or anything. And the Pokemon company can just do anything they want, really. So it's hard to predict when it comes to that stuff. But for stuff games are already out, I think that's what will uh, that'll be a majority of the apps and games for mobile. And finally, we have you know the most the part of this video that's the most speculative, and that comes with if we'll get any other games. I already mentioned that we'll probably not get any other mainline games announced here, but we could see a couple of spin-offs. At least one, I think, because it is a 20-minute presence, and they usually mention at least another game when it comes to the spin-offs, when it comes to like, games in general. We usually get another Switch game or another console game mentioned, like in the presents for earlier this year for 2022 for the Pokemon Day. We got the announcement of Scarlet and Violet, but we also got the Daybreak update for Legends, and we got the we got an update for the events for BDSP. So I do think those games probably aren't getting any more updates. But I do think we do see at least one specific game here. I think it will be a new game. They could talk about if Snap's getting any more content, or maybe Legends gets one more update, but I don't think we'll see anything from already released console games. Obviously besides Unite, but I don't think we'll see anything from like Snap, new Pokemon Snap, or Pokemon Legends, or Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I don't think we'll see anything from those. But I do think we have the chance of seeing Detective Pikachu 2 or Detective Pikachu for Switch, as well as I know it has been speculated a lot recently because because this is the final year, I think, of Pokemon Tournament being in tournaments. But I do think we might see Pokemon Tournament 2. I can see that as something that they open the presents with, similar to how they opened the 2020 Pokemon Direct in January with with the Mystery Dungeon remakes. So, yeah, I think we get one game like that, and I think it will be Pokemon Tournament 2 or Detective Pikachu 2, or a personal ask of mine would be like a Pokemon Conquest or a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, or a remake of the Explorers games. But again, when it comes to those kind of games, we obviously can't really predict a lot out of besides the games that we already know, like are in like the game genres that we already know. Like we could get another Pokemon, we could get another Pokemon Snap, Dash, Pikachu Dash, Pokemon Dash. We can get another Pokemon Trozzy, Pokemon Rumble. So, depending on what Pokemon does, but I do think we will get at least one more new game, or we get at least one other game that'll get focus here besides or console focus here besides Scarlet and Violet. But besides that, I'm gonna look at Cerebi one more time just to see if there's anything else that catches my eye that I could talk about here. But so yeah, I mean, again, they could announce like a new Pokemon tournament. They could announce an update for Pokemon Quest, or maybe they make another Pokepark or something like that. But besides those things, I think I've addressed pretty much everything that they could possibly do. I know there was rumors last year that they would do a game that's like oriented towards the competitive, so the mainline games don't have to focus on that. I think it was gonna be like another Pokemon Stadium kind of game, where you build your teams in those games, and then those are your competitive teams. I'm not sure if that's a rumor that people have that like is actually real. I know there's another rumor that eventually the older games would come to Switch, through like a collection or through the eShop or something like that, or Nintendo Switch Online. I'm not sure if that will come to fruition. At least the older mainline games. I know Stadium, I think, is already on NSO, but I guess if it is the Game Boy games, I probably want to wait for Nintendo to announce, that they're bringing Game Boy games to NSO, and that'll probably come next month. So maybe they'll tease that. Who knows? But yeah. Besides that, I'm really excited for tomorrow's Pokemon Presents. We haven't gotten we don't know a lot about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I know there's been a lot of leaks out there for the games, but I haven't looked at all of them, or at least most of them. There's obviously some stuff that I could not avoid being on social media, but um, you know, I'm excited to see what they show off tomorrow. I'm excited to see any other games and apps they show off tomorrow. Maybe they'll start with you know, a video like they did with last year, though maybe they won't, you know, because they seem like they only do that for like anniversaries, for like a special commemorative video for the presents. But besides that, that's pretty much all I have for you all today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. You know, share this with your friends. If you have any predictions, please put it down in the comments down below. But again, that is all I have for today. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to do makes you happy, because that rhymes in generic happy. See ya, bye.